All right, we'll open it up for questions.
Russ, when you come into a game like this, did you know, I know you guys came on strong, did you expect to get in a bit of a shootout, and you just described what you guys were able to do?
Yeah, I thought we had a great day. It all starts with the offensive line. I thought they did a tremendous job. You know, multiple looks up front and all the things they do and the multiplicity of their defense. I thought, the O-line handled it in a great way. We got to a lot of checks, a lot of audibles, a lot of moments in time, and in the run game and the pass game, getting to stuff that was favorable looks and everything else. And I just think guys did a great job making plays. I mean, I thought George made a great catch down the sideline. I thought Pat's plays on his scrambles, and also too just how he was painting clear pictures. I always say, the best receivers are always painting a clear picture. Those guys were painting great pictures today. I thought guys made a lot of plays. I thought Najee ran the ball extremely well. That was huge for us in our run game, and he just had a great day, man. And I thought just everybody was a great team effort. And then when you see the defense just respond, make plays for us after we have some great responses, they made a huge play. Obviously, thought Herbert had a great game rushing off the edge. TJ obviously is best in the world. Cam Hayward, our leaders, really stepped up in a huge way today. I think that was really critical. Obviously, it was always cool to see my fellow NC State guy, Peyton Willson, score a touchdown too. So, it was just fun, man. We just had a great time. We knew it was a matchup. We knew it was going to be a heavyweight fight. I kept telling the guys it's going to be a heavyweight fight, and we got to win it.
Did you like the way, because of that, the way the offense responded, knowing it might turn into a shootout?
Yeah, I thought the best thing we did today was respond in the midst of adversity. I thought that we did a great job of scoring touchdowns, making plays. We felt like there was more plays out there too that we could have had. What it really is a testament to our coaching staff, it's a testament to our players, and our work ethic and the discipline that we put into the week. And we knew that this was going to be like I said, a heavyweight fight, and we had to respond and keep swinging.
Russ, what does this do for the confidence? You talked about responding in the face of adversity. Obviously, you don't want to start with a pick six. What did you see on that play? What did you think to bounce back?
Yeah, George was running the slant. They kind of pulled him down, to be honest with you. We tried to throw it on time and in rhythm, and we thought that we could have gotten a penalty there, but they did a good job of making that play, and it's just football. It was one of those, as soon as I threw it, George went to the ground, and it's just unfortunate. But more than anything else, though. I just, like I was saying earlier, I just think our response was great. I thought that we did a really good job of staying confident and not letting one play phase us. I always say to the guys, there's 75 plays, and we want to have a collection of great moments. And I think that we did that today.
Russ, what does it do for the offense to have this type of performance as you guys are heading down the stretch run here?
Yeah, I think that what it means is that we did a great job today. That's what it means, and it gives us a lot of momentum and everything else. But we got to use it for good. We got to be able to respond. We got to be better next week. Obviously, for us coming off the Cleveland game, and it was a tough matchup, tough environment, all those things. We thought we should have won that game too. And we didn't finish the way we needed it to in the last 3-4 minutes of that game. I thought that this time we did, which is good. We learned something, and I think that was really good for us. And I think the biggest thing is that all these games are, every game matters, and the reality is that all these games are going to feel like playoff games, and it's getting us ready for where we want to go and what we want to do. But like I kept telling the guys throughout the game and at halftime and throughout the game, we haven't done nothing yet. We got to finish. We got to do it right. And it's the same thing in respect to the season. We just got to keep swinging and keep responding.
Russ, 10 different guys caught passes in this game. What does that say about this offense on tape when teams have to study you and they recognize that many different players can get involved?
Yeah, I think the versatility of our guys and how everybody can catch. Our tight ends, obviously Darnell, and I thought Prue had a great catch starting off the half, coming across the middle. I think Pat and Prue, and obviously big Darnell and what he's done for this season. I think all our backs caught the ball well. I was really proud of those guys. Seeing CP run a deep cross, a former receiver, a guy who can do everything. He's a Hall of Fame player. We just have trust in him. And then obviously our wide receivers. Anytime you have a guy go down like Calvin, who was a great player for us, had a great job on the touchdown and isolated the guy. I think that, guys have to step up and respond. I think Vince Gronick did a great job of responding. He did a good job up the seam. I thought Van did a great job filling in, going to the right places and spaces, knowing things, and getting all of our checks and our audibles and all the different things that we were able to do, and the versatility of that. Obviously, GP is one of the world's best. And I mentioned his go ball earlier, just the different things he did today. And so I'm sure there's other guys, I'm leaving out, but just in the thought process of the versatility and the trust that we have with all those guys, that's what makes it fun for me, playing with those guys. And like I said, it starts with the offensive line. Give me enough time to make those throws.
Coming in, did you know they were going to leave that little dump pass over the middle open like that, and you took advantage of this first half a lot?
What we knew is that they do everything on defense. They do all the different coverages. That's a good thing about experience. You just trust what you see. You trust your eyes. You trust everything that's going on. And they do a lot of versatility. They do a great job. I think their defensive coordinator is tremendous in terms of all the different calls they get to. And we just had to do a really good job of just trusting what we see. And I thought our guys were on it. I mean, it's just like I said, and I can't speak enough about what our guys did today.
Can you talk about you and Justin have combined for more touchdown passes after this game than the entire team last year. Can you just talk about how cohesive you are under Arthur Smith and how you feel right now?
Yeah, I mean, I can't compare to anything last year. I wasn't here, and it doesn't matter. It's already gone. I think for us, though, the good thing is that Justin and I, we love this game, man. He's like I said to you guys over and over again. In my opinion, and watching him play ball and his work ethic, he's a franchise quarterback, and how he goes about his business. And I love being in the room with him. We have a blast. We work our tails off every day. Kyle does too, and it's just it's just one of the best quarterback rooms I've been in terms of just the work ethic and the talent too, and just the confidence we have in each other. I think also Arthur's done a great job of putting us in great situations, and all of us learning the offense and understand what we want to do, how we want to get to it, us owning it too. For me, it's I just turned 36 the other day. I feel like I'm 26. Maybe I'm 30, but I think the best part about it is we're having fun, man, and we're having a blast doing it. And we'll do whatever it takes, to do what we need to do, what's necessary. And I think that's the fun part for me as a quarterback. We have these meetings at the end of the week, just all the guys, and just spending extra time on all the different things we want to get to, and going over the game plan, and understanding it showed up in such a great way today. And I'm just excited to be a part of this team.
Two more.
On two of those big plays that you've had to George, penalties against him, unsportsmanlike, did reduce the number of yards he gained, moved you guys back 15 yards. What do you say to him, or how do you counsel him in game to just be smart and not, have those unforced errors?
Yeah, the thing is, first of all, I talked to him throughout the game, just making sure that, he kept his head clear and all that. And I think he did a good job of responding. I think, the thing is that he's such a competitive player. He's such a great talent, and he's such a great work ethic, and we trust him in that way. And I think also too, the passion of the game is, it's the AFC North, and it's. I remember watching these games back when I was younger, which is a while ago. But I remember watching these games back when I was younger, and the excitement and the playmaking and the talent and it's a physical game. It's energy. It's passion, and so sometimes that takes over. And I think that just being able to balance it. I thought he did a great job responding. And I just think that you just got to understand that when you're one of the best receivers in the world, everybody's going to have your eyes on you, and you got to understand that just to stay neutral, stay poised in those moments, and still bring excitement. Don't change that, but just understanding that I was telling him on the sideline, it's when you're one of the best in the world, you expect to make those plays, and you don't need to do anything extra necessarily. And so he responded really well to that. I think he knows, he knows that he can help us in such a great way. He has all year. He's a great teammate. I told you guys this, early in the season, that he's one of the best teammates in how he works and how he goes about it. He's learning every day. He's still young. He was making fun of me the other day. He said, "Man, you're old, man, this and that." I said, "How old are you again?" He said, 23 years old. I mean, just thinking about it, man, I came in the league at 22, 23 years old. And there's so much you learn. And he's learning it as we go. And he's got to be smarter, too, though. And he's gonna do that.
Last one.
With the touchdown to Austin did against Cleveland to kind of get the offense
Say
going.
it one more time.
The touchdown to Austin against Cleveland got the offense going. Was that the same play or a similar play that you threw to him this time?
Different play, different concept. And I think that he did a great job getting open. We worked on that, and just the different things he does. We spent some extra time with that. He did a great job in practice. We hit it, in practice several times, and we spent extra time on the side, getting it right. So, it's when you have great practice habits, great things, show up and happen.
All right,
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
TJ, how important to bounce back after last week and trying to get back on track, especially here, division being the way they score points.
Yeah, huge. Obviously, AFC North football, especially on the road. If you want the ball to come through Pittsburgh, you have to win on the road, especially in the North. And it feels great to get a win. We knew it was going to be a shootout. Our offense did a great job of putting up points. Russ had a hell of a day, and we were able to create splash. Dante again, and obviously Herb are guys that are continuing to show up, and that's stuff that we preach. Again, Denzel Martin's been key point of takeaways and everybody wanting T-shirts and all that stuff. So it's been a good culture so far.
It's nice to know that the offense can do that in a game where you're going to need them when you know it's playing.
100%. I mean, elite defenses spend a lot of time on the bench. I've said it ever since I've been here, and we've been spending a lot of time on the bench this year, and it's been great to see the offense continue to move the ball like they are.
TJ, can you describe your strip sack and the momentum you thought maybe it gave your team?
Just trying to make a play. Just anytime I'm around the ball, just trying to continue to ball search and try to make a play, create a turnover. Joe did a great job all game of stepping up through that B gap and climbing the pocket. And that was just a way of retracing and getting after the football and creating a play.
TJ, you lined up several different spots in this game. Was that something you guys were saving for this week with this opponent? Is that something that you guys have been working on to feature?
Just something that we're continuing to work on. I think I told you guys on Friday, like we're going to continue to try to move around and find those one-on-one matchups, the matchups throughout the week, and something we're dipping our toe in the water, and I'm sure the package will continue to grow, or not even a package, but moving around will continue to grow as the year goes on.
What have you seen from Cam this year and just the season that he's had?
Hayward? I mean, he's an old dude that's playing some really good football, very stout. I know he wants to be out there every snap, but he's making every single snap that he's in there count. A guy that's just a true leader, a true stealer, one-helmet guy. He preaches install and kick-ass all week, him and Dunbar, and he goes out there each and every week and shows why he's one of the best in the world.
You guys have talked about Joe rolling out to his right, looking downfield. How much of that strip sack was something that was by design to try to get him in those situations to get after him?
Yeah, early on we weren't doing that, and he was able to climb and create those extended plays, and they're very good at it, especially one coming across on some dig routes and stuff, extensions. And it just got to a point where, like, when you get to the top of the rush, we need to come back down and able to make a play, and it paid off.
TJ, I know you work with Nick a lot. I imagine you expect to see more of that going forward. Could you speak to that?
Yeah, Herb's a young baller. He's continuing to grow. Like I say, each and every week he takes coaching really well, and nothing's personal. If you tell him to correct something, he does it. And he's got his own set of moves that he brings to the room too, that we're all trying to learn, and he's trying to do the same to us. And he's just a guy that brings a lot to this defense, and as you can see, he can play with the best of them. I know people talk a lot of crap about his size, his lack of speed. I know I'm faster than him, you can tell him that, but the kid balls out and he plays good football. And when Alex comes back too, we got Preston as well, and Moon. I think we have a really dangerous rotation at outside backer.
Cam says he's never going to apologize for losing, but is there a fine line between the yards, the points, able to get better, and winning a game like you did?
All right, what are you asking?
I'm asking you guys winning the game, but you gave up some yards and some points.
Yeah, I mean, there's learning lessons in victory and defeat each and every week in the National Football League. There's a lot to be learned from, but it's a whole lot more fun learning from wins and losses.
Last one here. You were 9 the last
time the Steelers had a losing season. You just clinched your, I think, 22nd straight winning season. I know you have much bigger goals than that. How good does it feel December 1st to have your 9th win and where you are in the division standings, and you guys are still pursuing a lot of your biggest goals?
Feels good, but there's a lot more work to be done.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Najee, coming in, did you think this was a game that, because of the way the Bengals can score points, that it would test your offense, and do you like the way you guys respond?
Yeah, they have an explosive offense all throughout every position, tight end, running back, receivers, and, of course, they got Joey B. So, we knew that this was going to be, kind of a scoring game. Not to say nothing bad against our defense, but, they are good players across the other side, too, and other teams. So we know that, we got to do what we got to do, and defense is going to do what they're doing. That's the team part of this thing.
Today with the screen game and the quick passing game?
Yeah, we just knew exactly what they was going to do, and bringing certain pressures and certain looks that
we knew that it was going to be big plays on all these screens and stuff like that in these passing things. So we took advantage of that. We knew exactly what they was going to do, and we took advantage of it.
What's it say with this offense that 10 different guys can catch passes and you guys can play at this level?
I mean, it just shows how versatile we are. We're establishing the run, and also we want to establish the pass. We want to be, we want to be a one-dimensional team. We want to be both. It showed out today. A lot of guys came in, a lot of guys played and performed and made big plays for us. It just shows you the type of offense that we are, and we could become even better.
You see how your offensive line, you have like Broderick Jones, Zach Frazier, they've been moving.
Zach Frazier, yeah, everybody, man. They did a great job. Like I always give credit to the O-line, but especially the tight ends, though. I think that all them guys came in there and did a great job of just, of just accepting the challenge that Mike T placed upon them, and and we took advantage of that. And that's what it comes down to. All of us got to, create those explosive plays, runs. It takes all of us, the line and the tight end, running backs. It takes all of us and receivers. And, that just shows it today.
What happened when early in the game you kind of came up a little slow after one of the runs? You were on the sideline for a little bit to get checked out.
It was Thanksgiving. Pat's girlfriend, Jill, she made this fire-ass little banana thing, and I had too much. So I guess that I didn't know it affected me until that first drive. So I blame her.
You shake it off and digest it, okay?
Yeah, I got some oranges and that was good.
You play with a number of different quarterbacks here. What's different about Russ?
Russ comes in and, first Russ and Justin, obviously Kyle too. And then, just his experience of obviously the knowledge and everything of the game and the years he played, he knows things in and out. And, his progression of, if that's not there, then obviously get down there and to get down and check down. He knows his progressions, and it's kind of like it's on point. So Russ coming in with a lot of experience and kind of just motivating us and telling us certain things in the huddle. We need that. Times I've been here, other than Ben, we really had like a younger quarterbacks with just not a lot of experience of just the game. And I think that's one thing that Russ has is just his knowledge of the game. Same thing it was with Ben. Ben will kind of do stuff like that because these guys who did 10 plus years, and 10 plus years at quarterback, all certain defenses they get into, cover one, cover two, scab on the back, and all these little things and ins and outs, and that's what you need. You need a guy like that who kind of knows. I think he has probably him, CP, and I forgot who else, but they are like the most guys who got the most experience. Other than that, we're all kind of still like fourth year, fifth year, third year, second year. And we need kind of like that veteran guy, and that's Russ.
How important was it to see Russ get 10 different guys involved, especially the backs and tight ends?
It was good. Like I said, it opens up a lot of things for us, especially in the run game. I remember a lot of times, just being one high a lot. My time being here, and not really too much scared of that deep ball threat. And Russ just does a good job of getting everybody the ball where it can like keep defenses on their toes. And we do a good job of that.
Since the last time Ben's been here, you talked about Russell's play. The offense, what's it like for you guys when you leave here and you go back and you prepare next week, knowing that you and this offense are potent, you can make big plays, something that's kind of been lacking recently?
Yeah, man, to your point, obviously, our times being here, we didn't really score that much points. It would always be, low-scoring games and struggling a lot. But, I just think that, when we really come together and we know that, what we're capable of and what we can do, we can go far. And that's our mindset of, every week, how can we have the best week possible for the game, for the upcoming game the next week. So we're going to watch film today, look at the good, the bad, the ugly, and then, go on to Cleveland?
Yes.
Cleveland, yeah, going to Cleveland next and see how we can have a good week there.
Last one. After 50 points, 40 points and 500 yards, but how much more is left on this offensive bone? How much better can you get?
Yeah, it's a lot. There was a lot of things that we got to fix in there that obviously the outside eye couldn't see, but we know inside that some things we need to work on, some routes, some blocks, some throws, some pressing by the backs and all that stuff, and getting the one-on-ones that we want with the corners. So it's a lot of stuff we have to work on, but you do want to kind of just congratulate what we did do. That was the most points scored 7 years. So you know, you do kind of want to pat yourself on the back for that, but only for the day, and then get on to next week and see what we could work on next.
All right.
Thank you.
For questions for George? Anybody?
George, you just talk about some of the big plays you made downfield and taking advantage of a Bengals defense that's been battered, has had some injuries, and you know, you guys came in and took advantage of them.
Yeah, I'll probably just say capitalize and making plays.
George, what does it mean to your group to have a 44-point game?
You know, it's always good to score, but as far as the meaning of it, it doesn't mean that we got to do that every game.
George, did you come in knowing the type of team you're playing, you're going to have to score points, and how do you think I'm glad to see the way you guys responded to that?
Yeah, we kind of knew what, you know, Burrow, T, and Jamar, so we knew we were going to be having to score for sure.
What does it say about your offense? 10 different guys catch passes, and you guys able to move this much down the field.
Yeah, when you're doing that, you got a prolific offense.
What did the officials tell you why that flag, especially the second one, or something they didn't like that they gave you?
Yeah, they said they got the gesture wrong. You know what I mean? Thought it was something else. You know, you can't hurt the team. I never intend to hurt the team, but he just thought the gesture was different.
What was the gesture?
I'm not sure. I was doing the first down. He said he thought something else.
Did you get an explanation for there not being a DPI or hands to the face or anything on the play that ended up being a pick six?
Yeah, you know, plays happen. You know, guys hold me. Guys, I'm going to get held. I'm one of the top receivers, so I'm going to get held. You just got to make plays when they happen.
What did Broderick say after it looked like he came to you after they called the one penalty on you? Smith, he had a conversation with you.
Yeah, he didn't really say much. To be honest, it was kind of a ticky-tack game. Just glad we came out with the dub.
Russ said he talked to you throughout the game and was saying, you know, big-time players make those plays but don't need those celebrations. How much does that kind of stuff set in with you? Maybe not so much in the flow of the game, but after the fact?
Yeah, that's like something I already know. I'll just probably say, you know, the refs thinking different gestures, you know, could hurt the team. But like I said, I never want to hurt the team, and you never want to get penalties.
Did you get an explanation on the first unsportsmanlike?
No.
You think you got a target on your back with the officials?
I hope not. I'm only out here just playing like every other receiver in the league. Certain calls don't go my way. You know, all you can do is just keep playing.
George, you think there's anything you need to do different in those situations?
No, honestly, like I said, I can just keep running my routes, keep playing. We got refs out there to make certain calls for certain penalties, certain flags. If they don't make it, then I'm pretty sure they'll take it up with themselves.
Two more.
Sorry, what does it say with your offense?
Two more.
And after a pick six, you guys can then turn it on for this kind of performance. You know, it's showing your resilience.
Oh yeah, that's really the biggest word, resiliency. I'll probably say a resilient offense, just in terms of them catching a pick six, we going down and score, we get back on the field, we score again. You know what I mean?
How do you keep
Last
this
one.
offensive momentum going next week against the Browns?
Just keep grinding.
Perfect.